You go back to their last game against Bentley, one that they had to win to be the 5 seed, as this one goes in and we have an opening goal inside of the first 20 seconds. Hughes from Franklin Square, New York, from right down the middle, has been so great on these free position looks, and she scores again, top shelf. Caroline Davey helping out in the back line. Nice pass into the middle, and Fressle can't make that stop. In the last 3 games, despite the slow starts offensively, and then they just turn on the Jets for 4 or 5 goals to create the separation. Nice play by Victoria Butler. Big win for New Haven off the draw control. They've at least stemmed any run for Stonehill so far as Aquavita gets inside and scores on the left. Good defense so far in this possession for the Chargers. No pressure inside. Conway catches and scores anyway, and this is the player. Her 100-meter speed is blinding. Molly Mae Hughes gets a shot and scores. Hughes and Conway. Instead, with a full 65 seconds left to shoot and the woman advantage, goes to the right side to Lily Leach. Pass in the middle. Hughes! And it's Emma Sullivan from Molly Mae. Top. Spinning, looking. Hughes. Oh, what a goal! Molly Mae Hughes. Take a bow. 20 seconds to shoot for the Chargers. Penetration. Everybody swarming in front of the net. Flipped into the middle. That's a great pass. Final 40 seconds of the quarter. Stonehill leading it by as many as 4. But a beautiful pass finding Levitt to make it 8-5. And here's an opportunity to make it 8-6. They do. Number 8 in the latest poll, moving up 1 spot. Meanwhile, New Haven 22nd in the land, as that one flipped over the shoulder by Kendall Fressle. Back to Hughes, leading goal scorer in that first half. She has really become a major goal-scoring threat in the last few weeks. Not that she wasn't already, but she's been isolated for much of the day, and that's been the approach that most teams have tried to take this season against her, as Sullivan gets denied, but flips it into the middle. That is outstanding. Had the first goal that New Haven scored in the half and the last that they scored. But that was really all she's been allowed to touch, as Fressle ducks inside. That's her move! The lone hat trick so far for New Haven. When she's been isolated up top, she's been great. But again, she's been sealed off similar to Bailey. That's a great pass into the middle. Earns her team a free position look. Butler, there's the first step, and scores anyway. Defense tried to cut her off, but Victoria Butler has a hat trick. Now pace, as this one gets inside and scores. Great play by Mary Rishmani. Steps, fires, save Fressle. Her career high. Fressle, inside, tries to dunk it in and does. Forced away. 25 seconds to shoot. Sullivan says, give it to me. Passes into the middle. The look and the score. Lydia Rudden, finally. Overtime. She's been there. Just what Stonehill needed when Stonehill needed it. Truly an outstanding player. And she complements everything else that this great team does. Speaking of Molly Mae, that's 6 on the day. And slowly but surely working their way up to their current spot of 8, as we will hear the buzzer sound. One more ball goes behind, and Stonehill is off to the semifinals.
Well, honestly, we came out a little slow in the first half, and we were making a few sloppy mistakes. And then at halftime, our coach and the rest of our team, we all kind of just got each other really fired up. And I think coming into the second half, we were able to go on a little bit of a run. because we're like all 6 people down on the attacking end. We're hunting for the ball, and we came up with some crazy defensive stops and interceptions, and obviously Sarah played amazing. So I think just in the second half, we were a lot more into the game and hunting for more goals.
Yeah, I think we played with high intensity and stayed composed all around. We picked it up in the second half, which was really good, which is where we wanted to do it. And we just had positive attitudes all around.
Well, one of our plays that we were running, we started running it a few times and it just kept working. So our coach said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So we kind of just kept running that play, and it was a little bit of an isolation for Molly and I and some other players. And I think a lot of the girls who were guarding their muddle kind of turned their back. So it just gave us a little bit of a free zone to drive and go to goal. At halftime, we kind of just all talk, made sure that everyone on our team had an opportunity to say something, because we think it's so important for everyone to be able to have a say on the field of what we think's going wrong and what we think we can do better. And we made some defensive adjustments to shut down some of their players who had a lot of goals in the first half. And then also on the attacking end, we were having Lydia was being face guarded, so she's obviously one of our best players. So it was a little challenging in the first half. We were able to figure out ways to work around that in the second half.
Yeah, I think Emma, V, and Lily did a great job on the draw. They hustled for those ground balls, which gave us extra possessions, which we really needed. And we couldn't have done it without them. I mean, it all starts from a draw.
Being able to be home for the rest of the playoffs is honestly amazing. We're going to be able to play on our field and have all of our fans here and just be able to sleep in our own bed, which is such a great feeling. And I think it's just going to be an awesome weekend.